here today to talk about our professional engineering services. We have Dennis Thomas over here. Dennis, a little bit about yourself.
Senior project coordinator, been here for 27 years now.
And Shinover.
Director of engineering, I've been here for 23 years.
And Jake Statlander.
And I'm the civil engineer. Been here for 2 years now, a little over that. So,
just a general understanding of what PES is.
Professional engineering services. You look at a group of highly trained and educated individuals that get together, plan, evaluate, and implement a design. And here at Unisorb, we focus on structural support and machine installations for capital equipment.
What would you say are the primary benefits of having Unisorb PES on site or consulted?
I think the big benefit is, if they are looking for an isolated foundation, if they have vibration in their shop, we are the people to reach out to begin with for just that material to isolate their foundation. Now, because everyone's in this office, we have contact with the people that do the vibration surveys, that understand vibration, as well as the people that quote the material, know what material to pick. I think having us do it would be a benefit because we can talk with those people. We can make sure that, we're working together to get a quality final product.
A lot of coordination involved there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got project managers all over the place that we work with as well. And we're able to quickly and efficiently get these finished products out.
Cool.
I would add to that, I guess, on most of our projects, or often on our projects, we kind of become the project manager of that. We're coordinating between architects, OEMs, customers, contractors, trying to make sure that everything meshes well within our design.
That probably involves a lot of safety and compliance standards as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. And all of our designs are per current codes, typically ACI 318, IBC building codes.
Jake, could you help me out with understanding impacts on the project? Maybe some examples of successes and failures.
Engineers deal a lot with unknowns of the project. And we can go down the line and during a project and, we could be a day out from finalizing this project.
Right. And
the customer will tell us that, hey, this is going on. There's a concrete underneath that we didn't know was there. There's underground utilities that are there. So that's kind of
hidden in there.
Yeah, I mean that's just what we'll have to do. We'll have to deal with that, and that directly impacts the success of the project. And we're not going to give up on the project just because there's a little hiccup here or there. But
is that fairly common that you see some surprise pop up?
Yeah, I mean, starting a project, we don't know the full scope of things. We submit our projects in 3 stages. We have a preliminary stage, final review, and a construction document. Usually we'll send out that preliminary drawing. The customer will look at it and they'll let us know, it's like, hey, this is in the wrong spot, or if we need this over here, depending on the machine drawing, might change. So, that kind of helps out when we send that out. They're able to start getting bids on construction materials for them to, start that process sooner. So then once we have our final drawing, they're able to immediately get the work going.
Kind of eliminates some of the delays in the process then, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Regarding communication, coordination, I know you wanted to kind of elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, I would say we have a team of project managers out there worldwide, really. And our team internally, we make sure we coordinate between all the entities involved, the architects, contractors, OEMs. Oftentimes our design is a small part of within a bigger facility. So we have to interact with the architects or the facility engineers, make sure everything's fitting within the facility how it needs to be. Again, critical with contractors when we run into issues, make sure everything's going smoothly and they understand the importance of the installation methods for the products. And that the OEM is comfortable with the the design and the installation of the products as well, the support structure. I think communication is key.
And I know Dustin, you and Dennis and Jake, you guys are in constant meetings on this and really going thoroughly through a project. It's not just an initial touch point where you hear about the project and you're just off and running. This is discussed from the start to finish. And Dennis, I know you do that quite a bit. You're really kind of digging into the weeds and getting all those fine details.
Yeah, we really try to be the single source solution, bringing everybody together in one set of documents, not just structurally, but bringing in the full gamut of disciplines.
Cool.
And I think something that's really helped that communication, not only with our team on the outside and the internally here, but also with customers, contractors, more virtual meetings
Right.
where we can share concepts, drawings, and make sure that they understand what the design is, what we're into.
As far as challenges and trends, Jake, do you want to elaborate on that a little?
Sure. I think I talked about it a little bit earlier, but the unknowns, and being an engineer is dealing with unknowns all the time. So that's just always, a challenge that we're going to have, is having that unknown.
But we try to nip those in the bud right at the beginning, right? We'd send out a RFI or request for information
Yeah,
to
and
get all those things answered the best we can to start off the project on the right foot.
and the project manager, does a great job of doing that as well. They're
Right.
all very knowledgeable people, and that's usually, most of the time, they can call directly into our office, but a lot of the times they will be in contact with the project manager before, and so get all that information out of the way. I mean, down the line too, as I think we've talked about already, but the OEM drawing, or the OEM, the manufacturer might change their machine so far down, we could be a day out, and they might change that machine. We gotta backtrack on our design.
Just roll with it, right?
And make sure, roll with the punches. Make sure we get what is needed.
What other things do you work on typically?
We work in a lot of different industries. There's a lot of foundations or installations of projects from medical field to industrial, canning. But we get there from a variety of ways. If need be, we'll go do a machine survey, or
Yeah, I mean, we have vibration surveys that we offer as well. So
Okay.
kind of at the beginning, if a customer has an issue with vibration, we'll go out and take a vibration measurements, give them a report. That'll kind of feed into what type of system they may need.
Okay. Get those environmentals right off the
And
bat.
like Dennis said, machine survey. If we don't have OEM prints for a machine, we can go out and take measurements of all the anchor bolt holes, know where, the footprint of the machine that we need for the foundation design. Site support if needed. If the complexity of the project is such that warrants it, we can go out and do some site support there. We also get into anchor bolt embedment calculations as well.
Okay.
So that'd be another service.
Very cool.
Aside
So
from the foundation design.
really wrapping a lot into those services.
Yeah.
Covering a lot of bases.
and once we do the design, a lot of times it'll come back at us where we double check the contractor or material provider and go over shop drawings or things of that nature.
Yeah, we're here to help. Whatever is needed by the end user is we'll take care of it.